Today we're going to take a look at recontrol or expiration management on a product in Sage X3. We're going to start with a product. This product happened to be non-managed, non-lot managed to begin with. The product has to be mandatory lot set at the product level. And I've assigned a lot sequence number here. If it's not mandatory lot, then the recontrol expiration options will not be active. The next step is to set up your overall management of the recontrol. There's several options not managed. The with rounding options here are based on this lead time. It'll automatically create your expiration date with rounding to the next day, month end, next month plus one, or beginning month plus one. Manual entry will, when you receive stock, it'll force a pop-up window. It will use your lead time here to suggest an expiration date, and then you can accept that. Or manual entry won't suggest any expiration date. You have to manually enter it. That's how I have this one set up here. It's mandatory entry. So my status would go to R then after 12 months after I receive the item. I can choose to change that status. Now there's also a recontrol function in here which allows you to basically check the item at, let's say, 11 months, and it'll put it in queue status for you to reinspect it, for example. If it's something that could be refreshed and have a new expiration date put on it, it just requires an inspection. Use by date coefficient, this can be anything less than 1. If I make it 0.9, you can see it automatically adjusts the calendar days based on this lead time. If you leave it at 1, then it's just in alignment with the expiration. Now the next step is to actually go to the product site record. So there's a few more things you can control here under the management tab. Recontrol expiration. Here, if I created a new product site record, this would already be included. Otherwise, I can modify if I want. So my check lead time, again, this is for recontrol only, not expiration, would be 11 months. It'll send it to queue status for me to either put it back into acceptable status and set a new expiration date, or reject it or take it out of service. If I wanted to use a quality record, I could in this process. So now that that's set up, there's one more thing that needs to happen, and that is you have to set a recurring task to basically look at these and to change the status. They just don't happen automatically. So that is set up under usage. You go into basically have to set up a recurring task. So the task is fund stop. So it's in the existing task code in X3. So this is your task. It already exists. So you would go into recurring tasks under usage. You would create a new recurring task. That would be, I didn't set up the recurring task, but this is where you would go and set that up to be either, look at an existing one here, to either run by folder, user code, task code. This is where that fund stop would be entered. I think I might be able to create a new one here. Here we go. Make it active. There are parameters that it wants before it makes it active. The parameters would be take it out of simulation mode. Set it active. run it daily. At fixed hours if you want, or at frequency. I'll just run it at 2 in the morning. That should be all we need. Use those settings, and now this should fire off my batch server. Go and look at the task management or query management. It won't be in the queue yet here, but if we were to look at today or the next day, you would see that it was put in the queue. I can actually submit it now if I want. Now it's been put in to run automatically. I'm going to delete it out of there. So I do not want to run it this time